I'm sorry, I was on mute. Yeah. So thank you so much, everyone. I hope you had a fantastic session with Sandeep, and I hope you would apply those scenarios which he discussed and how it can be applied into your day-to-day transactions, or be it your day-to-day activities with respect to your businesses, right? So I hope you all enjoyed the session. Let's look at how we can actually transform our business, right? कैसे अपने business को आगे बढ़ाया जाए, right? And first thing first is we need to review our existing practices. आप अभी जो business में कर रहे हो, कैसे कर रहे हो, क्या कर रहे हो, कैसे काम कर रहा है, how you have to constantly review your business practices. Impact on your bottom line, our ultimate objective is to grow our business, right? So are we doing enough for us to improve our business? And then you look at the transforming activities, how you can actually improve your practices, business practices, change आपका processes, जो भी changes लेके आ सकते हैं आपके business में, how you can actually improve your business is something which we are going to talk about in this meeting. Business turnaround and change management. This is Srividya Pupala, and I run my company Ensconce, and I have been featured as the cover story in Silicon India magazines and Enterprise World magazines. We have been 3 years, for almost 3 years back to back. We have been as the top SME advisors, in fact, and this time we have also won the Atmanirbhar Bharat Awards. So we are here for your growth, and please feel free to go to our website, know about our services. Quickly moving on. Business capabilities, right? How do we build our business capabilities? Constantly क्या अपन कर सकते हैं जिससे अपन business को हमेशा grow कर पाए, right? So this is something which I wanted to talk about. Objectives of any company. Are you all able to see the screen now?
Yes,
Just
yes.
type me in the chat box if you are able to see the screen.
Yes, Sylvia.
So thank you so much. So objectives of any company, if you have to look at, right, the revenue is something which we always see that company के में revenue हो, growth हो, scalability, are we able to scale our business? अपनी business में scalability ले पाए हैं कि नहीं? Visibility, अपने business or products or services, whatever we have in the market, are we making them visible enough for any business or the consumer, in fact, to take our product or services? ये चारों ही चीजें is so important for us to make sure that you are actually dealing with your day-to-day transactions on an effective manner, constantly putting in the efforts to improve your revenues, improve your growth prospects, scalable business बना सकते हैं कि नहीं, and also bringing the visibility to your business. अपन किस तरह से visibility bring कर सकते हैं company में कि it can actually help our business to grow further, right? Yeah, so this is something which you constantly can actually see that your business also grows time to time, and you are making sure that that effort is being put in constantly so that आपका business भी grow हो पाए, right? So that's about the objectives of the company. Now let us look at how we can bring in the focused approach into the business. Focused approach कैसे लिया जाए? I think you also heard from Mr. Sandeep that business model is a very important, crucial factor to any businessman, that we have a defined business model, सही तरीके से अपने business plan बनाया गया हो, properly we have actually thought through about the different business aspects. Next comes the value creation. Have we thought about our product and services? Is it generating value for our customers? It's a very important aspect other than your own business model, which can actually generate revenue time to time. Business grow हो रहा है, नहीं हो रहा है, कैसे कर रहे हो? What are the products and services you have? किस तरह से product value दिखा सकते हो, service value दिखा सकते हो customer को? It is very important. Next comes your Next comes your culture of your organization. It is also equally important. Internal and external practices which you adopt in your organization immensely help you to grow your business. Organization culture not necessarily means that customer के साथ अच्छा बनाया जाए relationship. It also means how you're engaging your employees. आपके employees कैसे आपको help कर रहे हैं, आपके business को कैसे grow कर रहे हैं, कैसे customers के साथ interact कर रहे हैं, how they are actually making sure that your products and services are being presented to the customers. Internal practices जो documentations की हो गई या फिर business documentation, business management या फिर आपके departments or portfolios, whatever you have in your business, is it being thought through? Your employees are also being productive in your organization. That's about the cultural aspect. You as a businessman can actually drive the show. Without your presence and engagement constantly, आपका business भी growth उतना ही दिखेगा, because you have to put in that efforts in constantly making sure that your employees are also growing along with you, right? You are making sure that the employees are educated enough to make sure that your product जो services offer हो रही है customer को market में जा रही है, you are actually enabling them to do better sales, to enabling the employees to provide better service, right? So that growth culture, Sandeep ने भी बताया था कि अब जब तक अपन भी शेयर नहीं करते हैं knowledge, we have to share our knowledge to our employees. Unless we do that, irrespective of the fear factor, whether you have that, your employee will learn something and then he will probably run away with that knowledge or move out of your company. No, I don't think that would work in any instance. You have to constantly educate your team and your employees, right? Customer experience is a very, very core important thing for any business, whether it is a one-man business or a businessman who is running with multiple employees, right? Customer experience has becomes your core factor, or how you can actually engage your customers time to time. कैसे customers को offers दिया जाए, कैसे customers को experience दिया जाए, कैसे services we are actually providing all to our customers time to time. How are we really giving them that approach in terms of however we are doing your sales, marketing efforts, offline marketing, online marketing, or your service factors, after sales services, जो भी आपको जैसा भी customer में आपका life cycle of the customer, if you have to take marketing से शुरू होके sales पे जाके purchase होता है, फिर then retention आता है जहाँ पे service provide की जाती है customer को, right? So how are you managing that customer journey is very, very important, and you also have to educate your team to make sure that that customer experience is also thought through, right? So how many of you agree here? Type chat in chat box. You're so far so good. Yeah, so how many of you agree that these are the 4 important aspects where we make sure that our journey of our customer, to engage them constantly, we are also providing our best, and also providing our, in terms of our team's efforts, we are providing our best, right? So that's how we actually can bring in the focused approach to drive our business and growth. Bottom line thought is just grow the business, right? So I think that's why we are all here. Business growth is the motivating factor for all of us businessmen to be here in the industry as a businessman, right? So next we look at how now the first key takeaway from my session is how do we look at our business expansion or new opportunities, kaise kiya jaye, what is that we can do in any business in terms of growing that opportunity and culture in the organization, right? So let us look at how do we really define a problem statement for a customer. Customer should never be looked at as an opportunity to sell our product or service, right? Are you able to meet the need of the customer? Customer ka need aap match kar pa rahe ho ki nahi? That is the most important aspect when you define a problem statement for your offering your product or services. How do you make sure that the customer segments are segregated? Kaun si demography mein, which age group are buying? How the customers are spanned out? It's very, very important for you to understand, is this product or service which I'm offering, is it for the luxury element or for the basic needs of the consumers, right? So this is something which you will have to evaluate on the primary customer need as against. उसके बाद आता है solution. Solution में you have to first list out, are you able to list out the 3 different factors, at least 3 features of that brilliant idea why you are here doing the business, your product or service. You know, are you able to design your product and service in such a way that you're able to present to your customers why he should buy the product or service from you, right? Internally, operations का आपका effective होना चाहिए in terms of partner engagements, employees or customers, and आपकी company में IP और जो assets है उसको कैसे manage कर रहे हो, how are you managing your IP or assets is also becomes crucial part of your solution which you offer to your consumers, right? Next comes the value proposition. We talked about the value creation, right? Customer value proposition कैसे दिखा सकते हैं? How do you show the value proposition to your customers? That is in a way that you're able to present your benefits to the customers, product and services के बारे में clarity दिया जाए, customer needs are addressed, the characteristics of each of your product or service is called out, and how convenient it is for the customer to use your product, right? What is the usability factor for your product or service?
Srividya, I will request everybody, please focus on the content. You will be given an opportunity to explain about your business. Don't worry. Please do not distract all the audience with your messages. Okay. I hope that you will appreciate it. Thank you so much for listening to me. Srividya, please go ahead.
Thank you so much, Sandeep. Yeah, I would rather request, please put in your chat comments to see how the each of these, whatever I'm talking out here, how is it helping? Is it able to, are you able to replicate in your business? Are you able to understand how you can actually take things forward? Is there anything which you have already tried in your business? I think those will be the encouraging messages which we can pass to each other, and it will actually help each one of us to see that this session is being effective for everyone, right? So the value proposition is the third factor in terms of how you can actually showcase your potential. Potential माने आपके business में जो product और service का potential है, you have to showcase to your customer. क्यों benefit? क्या benefit है? Product और services का क्या reason है why any customer should buy from you, right? Customer need is addressed. First thing first is the need of the customer. Are we able to address that customer need, right? Characteristics of your product and service. क्या specifications हो सकता है, या फिर some kind of an understanding which you can give to the product or service. And convenience and usability factor is very, very important these days. आजकल इतना important हो गया है, the convenience of your product or service, उसकी usability factors is very, very, it's becoming very, very important for any consumer. Next, we look at the competitive advantage. Yeah. So, yes, next we look at the competitive advantage. How do you make sure that your solution or product is not easily copied, right? Product एक ही तरीका का हो सकता है market में. There can be same product which is being sold in the market, right? But how do you make sure that experience which is given to the customer, is that product or service, how is it different from the other product? That is where the competitive advantage you can actually bring in for your product or service. So how do you set yourself apart from that existing solutions which are already there in the market, right? I'm a business consulting company, right? But if any person comes to me, there are multiple consulting companies, but why do they have to come to me? Am I really different? Is there anything which I can make a difference to your business or your business growth? These are the things which you can actually ponder upon and see how we are able to make a difference to you, right? So that's this, in the same way, any customer would look at you as, you know, if you're providing a product or a solution, they will definitely have that luxury or the information and exposure. Now Google itna accessible ho gaya hai, everyone can see who else is there in the market providing the same services or products, right? So how do you make sure that you set yourself apart from your existing solutions? Competitive advantage kya hai aapka? And your IP protection. IP protection also gives the confidence to your customers that your product is definitely well established and it actually caters to the important aspects in terms of protecting safety or any other solutions, right? So company ka trademark, company ka IP, copyrights, or these kind of things, it actually helps create that brand image in the market. So if you are able to do anything in that perspective of creating an IP for yourself, it becomes an asset for your own company, right? And how do we deliver the products, right? You have a marketing channels, itni sare ho gaye hain ki online marketing channels hai, साथ ही साथ you can have field sales person who can actually go door to door to the business persons and talk to them, give them the understanding of how your product or service is, and the delivery value which can any consumer or customer can actually get the value out of using the product or service. Post purchase support is also very, I cannot say how much, but it is a very important factor. Post purchase support for your product or service is something becomes important for you to make sure that you are able to retain your customers. एक बार customer आ जाए तो you know you should not have that fear factor कि customer हमको leave कर जाए, right? He should always rely on your service, at least time to time come back to you, make sure that you are able to cater to that query or fear factor of the customer in terms of whatever product or service you would have provided in the past. That's how you retain your customers and make sure that you're able to give the best to these people, right? And then customer segments. Yeah, intellectual property, management is a totally different topic. It will take a lot of effort. I think, in fact, we had done this IP meeting specifically on the intellectual properties in the in the past. We would again bring it back. However, since you have asked the question, IP protection, there are different ways of protecting your your company product or service. First thing first is the easiest way to trademark your logo or your product, right? And your IP protections are possible in different ways, where you can copyright your product or service, or you can look at your patenting your solution, what you're looking at. So different ways of doing the IP protection. Next, delivery I've discussed, and customer engagement, right? Promising customer engagement. How do you make sure that target audience is actually looked at? Your customer segments are quite defined appropriately. Categorization of your customers, right? Let us say if there is a pharma product which is launched in the market, a nutraceuticals, nutrition-based pharma product. Ye agar in case if the same product is actually sold in in different patterns, for different age groups, so that actually becomes one of the categorization and basis of the demographics of the customers. Demographic money 30 to 50 years के लिए आप product launch किए कि 50 years above के लिए launch किए, या फिर is it for child or is it for adults or something, right? So any nutrition based food products can be launched in those capsules. One of our customers is again nutrition based capsules they sell, and that they actually have categorized it based on how they actually promote these products in terms of for the asthma patients or smoking, and such possibilities are there how you can categorize your products. And how do you make sure that you're reaching out to the mass market, niche market? Your segmentation of your product is also done and diversified. Multi-sided platforms आप लेके आ रहे हो, and कैसे आप each of these platform में you're able to showcase your product, services and potential is something which becomes very crucial for any customer segments, right? So I would request participants to mute yourself. Yeah. And it is very important for you to see through the entire session. I will also be talking about the different scenarios where each of these elements will be applicable. So listen to this carefully. Please do not miss the session, because later you will find all these connected points very well connected to the next set of slides. So please be clear and listen to the whatever the presentation is happening here. Cost categories of your product, right? How you look at your cost structure of your product. Is it fixed sales या फिर value driven है, या फिर client acquisition और marketing costs है, working capital कैसा है, is the recurring cost which we have, or what is the handling cost for any products or services. There could be handling costs, overhead costs, right? Anything relevant to your staff, assets and inventory. How do you make sure that you have the cost structure defined for your business? Clarity on each of these cost structures. इसको revenue or the expenses जो भी आपका company में होता है, are you able to make sure that you have that sorry, please request participants not to write on the screen. So cost structure is very, very important in terms of not only defining the cost structure, understanding the cost structure कि क्या आपके expenses है, कैसे revenue flows आ रहे हैं, cash flow कैसे हो रहा है, revenue streams क्या हैं आपके. Apart from knowing these things for your business, it is also important for you to make sure that you have documented evidence of monthly expenses and revenue. That is how you can make sure that you are time to time evaluating your risk factors, your any other issues with relevant to your cash flows. Past experience and performances always help in terms of judging our budget, our employee structures, उनकी salaries कैसे दिया जाए, कैसे cash flows हो रहे हैं. Everything definitely helps in making sure that you have a proper previous structure defined to it, right? Revenue streams we talked about. Revenue stream मतलब एक ही business से एक ही product हो या फिर multiple products हो, different ways how you can generate revenue. That is called the revenue streams. So how you can actually create those impact areas and company objectives. आपकी विजन क्या है, मिशन क्या है कंपनी की, कौन से प्रोडक्ट्स आप सेल करना चाहते हैं, कैसे सर्विसेज देना चाहते हैं. आई थिंक दीज आर आल्सो one of the factors which you can ponder upon, which actually helps you to define further your revenue streams. Maybe if you sit down and jot down your product services on what you can offer and what you can, what you aspire to offer, I'm pretty sure that you will find out there are certain revenue sources which you can generate for your own self. How you can feature your product and services. Indirect revenues कैसे लेके आ सकते हैं कंपनी में. What are the sponsorships which we can actually look at? Subscription model can we bring in for our own business? Can we bring in different revenue streams in terms of structuring our own business, right? And the key resources. The last point is the resources in our company play an important role, and resources is not only the capital or the finance, it is also your human and intellectual properties, infrastructure, company assets and inventory, right? How do you make sure that these resources are bringing in benefit to your company growth constantly? They are able to perform at the best, whether it is finance models or your business team perspectives or employee engagement or customer factors, everything which is actually realizing the business and helping you to grow your business are become your key resources. And how do you make sure that you evaluate these resources time to time, not only from a capital point of view, the finance point of view, but also your employees are also your equal assets, which can actually help you grow your company. So till now, any questions, anything so far you're able to understand? just type yes in the chat box if you're able to understand these factors. This is how you can always look at any business expansion, any new portfolio which you want to develop in your business, any activity which you are doing differently in your business. You can always evaluate your business model or the new opportunities, new expansion model, whichever you new products or services which you are going to bring into the market. These are the different areas how you could evaluate your product and the customer engagement, right? So that's about I wanted to make sure that your thoughts are provoked in terms of how you're running your business. Have you evaluated all of these parameters in terms of making sure that you have done enough for your revenue streams planning? आपके revenue streams बन गए, आपके पास business model बना हुआ है, planning हो चुकी है. Are you able to make sure that आपके employees या customers को proper engagement मिल पा रही है? They are able to grow themselves at the same time. Your product or service usability factors or convenience factors are also brought out. आपकी company की product or service potential दिखे customer को, right? Your product delivery, दिखे customer को. They also feel it is important. Right. So how do you make your business resilient, right? This is the next topic which we have, where I'll walk through certain scenarios where you can actually think through and see how you can make your business resilient. So are you all ready for the next steps and understand the customer scenario? Type yes in the chat box, and let's be open to how to make our business resilient. Business governance framework. When we talk about the business governance framework, we talk about different activities already in terms of how you could think through on the different possibilities, right? I think 6 या 7 आपको मैं different parameters दिखाया था मैंने अभी, where you could actually evaluate, see how you could actually restructure or bring different possibilities into your business, right? Now operational governance frameworks. एक business का जो planning होता है, model develop होता है, एक governance framework कैसे खड़ा करिए, right? How do we really make sure that we have a appropriate governance framework for our business? First thing first is the business objectives, right? How do we with clarity we have our business objectives outlined, our service or product design is properly thought through, customer experience is brought out, convenience, usability, अपने कुछ factors बात भी किए, right? So customer experience, how do we actually bring in? How do we bring our marketing and services, showcase our efforts in terms by marketing either offline or online and bring visibility to our products? It is a very important factor these days. It's become even more important after COVID. A lot of companies who we are also helping have gone digital, and made themselves online visible, making sure that they are taking extra step in making sure that they are available in Google. When you search for any company, are you visible in Google, right? So this is the first thing which any company can do, that are you visible in Google? Do you have a business setup in Google, right? So this is the basic step any company can take, that you set up a small, you set up your business, and it's free of cost. You can just go and then set up your business, present your business that it is online, and people can actually call you with the given address or the phone number or the details what you have provided. Management and rewards, internal management and reward mechanisms are very, very crucial in terms of how do we manage and review of our performance, our business metrics, how we see that आपके sales सही तरीके से हो पा रही है, sales की different activities सही तरीके से हो रही है, आपके employees जो targets आपने achieve set किए हैं उनके लिए are they able to achieve those targets? Are the service guys are able to perform at par with the customers feedback or customers issues? Customer का जो expectations होता है उसके हिसाब से services कर पा रही है, कितनी complaints आ रही है monthly, right? These are the different ways of looking at reviewing your metrics and reviewing your enabling your company to look at those matrices which can help your business to grow better, showcase your potential better. Imagine आपको अगर अगर किसी कस्टमर को बताया जाए कि मैंने ये महीने 15 कस्टमर्स को ये प्रोडक्ट दिया है एंड 15 के 15 मुझे 100% फीडबैक दिया है, राइट? If you can tell the customers that this 15 customers have given you a wonderful feedback, 5 out of 5 rating for this product or service which you have, imagine the kind of confidence which you're going to give to the customer in taking your product or service, right? So that's how you can always make sure that your team is enabled, your team is also your जो भी feedback आपका customer से मिलता है, it is fueling your engine to grow yourself better, make yourself a better company. Customer feedbacks are very, very important. It helps immensely in terms of creating that aura in the system that we are the best product or service providers, right? So that's about how we can actually bring in the governance framework. Governance framework, I hope you all understand by governance framework, just to put in governance and so that we all understand that you got it. And I would like to emphasize that when you say governance, right, you can always have desirable factors. You're planned अपन काफी time, lot of times we look at that, अपनी planning एक तरह से होती है and then we are not able to achieve all the planned factors, right? So what are the desirable, what are the planned factors, and how much have we been able to achieve those planned actions? Feasible, कितना feasibility लेके आ पा रहे हैं अपन, जो planned actions अपन बनाए हैं अपने governance framework में, और desired factors अपन ने बनाए हैं, KPI सेट किए हैं बिजनेस के लिए, और या फिर एम्प्लॉय परफॉर्मेंस देख रहे हैं अपन, whatever we are looking at from a customer point of view, are we able to generate that interest into the customers? कितना लीड्स जनरेट हो रहा है, कितने काइंड ऑफ फीडबैक्स आ रहे हैं, कस्टमर को खुशी हो रही कि नहीं अपनी सर्विस से के so all these things we can jot down on how we can look at those desirable aspects of the company, plan around it, and how much if it is feasible in the next 3 months or 6 months or 1 year or 2 years में अपन ये कर सकते हैं कि नहीं. This is what the business planning is all about. And you plan, you implement, you manage, and you assess. Your performance is assessed time to time is also equally important. Not only planning or implementation, most of the times businessmen planning नहीं करते हैं, directly implementation पे चले जाते हैं. Manage या assessment भी नहीं हो पाता है. Do you all agree? Just type agree in the chat box that we all, most of the times, I mean, we as a businessman, we don't plan enough. We don't look at the different factors on how to look at improve our planning aspects. Feasibility के बारे में सोचते ही नहीं है. And how do we make sure that the companies का जो performance है वो भी review नहीं हो पाता है, matrices भी नहीं देख पाते अपन, employee की performance. तो this is how the blame game starts. हमेशा we always look at how to any point of time अगर कुछ हो नहीं पाता तो immediately we shout at the other person or the employee कि काम क्यों नहीं हो रहा है, right? But as a businessman, आपने कुछ सही तरीके से planning की है, आपने सही तरीके से आपके सेल्स टीम को, सर्विस टीम को प्रॉपर्ली ट्रेन किया है कि नहीं, राइट? यू हैव ब्रॉट डाउन दैट डिजाइन ऑफ द प्रोडक्ट, डिजाइन ऑफ द सर्विस जो मैं बात कर रही थी. यू थॉट थ्रू ऑन द डिजाइन ऑफ द प्रोडक्ट, डिजाइन ऑफ द सर्विस, द बेनिफिट्स, द एडवांटेजेस. कस्टमर को किस तरह से अपन बताएं कि अपनी सर्विस और प्रोडक्ट बहुत अच्छी है मार्केट में, एंड वी हैव गॉट द बेस्ट रिव्यूज, राइट? सो यू हैव टू एजुकेट कॉन्स्टेंटली योर employees and customers also, right? Most of the times we forget to educate our customers how important our product and service is. So these are the different framework scenarios which we talked about. Now let us look at a scenario where we look at a company ka regulatory risks, right? How do you manage your risks? This is the first slide where I would with most of the businessmen, how could we miss this? ये कैसे हो गया? मैंने कैसे ये regulatory issue कैसे आ गया? I mean, how do you really look at that, right? So what are we doing in terms of making sure that we are following the regulatory policies set by the government and policy structures jo hai, right? As simple as labor policies. I mean, you don't believe there are some customers where they don't understand that the maternity policy, एक बार labor का audit आपके company में हो जाए So you will be penalized with very, very high amount. One of the customers, we had to educate them, 25 years old customer, and they were not aware that, you know, they had to implement maternity policy in the company and they have to give 6 months, you know, paid salary to the employee. If you're running a company, manufacturing sectors where you have heavy number of employees are more, you have to make sure that the labor policies are accommodated, making sure that the working conditions are properly done, right? So how do you manage the different regulatory risks is something which is very crucial to any business. So I have just listed down the regulatory policies and structures which you typically see. Company licenses jo ho gaya, taxation ho gayi, better working condition in your factory setup, or you know, your small scale business, whatever you are running. People policies aapko clearly understanding ho, labor policies you understand, safety policies for your employees, environmental regulations, right? Aapke food business, if you have a food business, or you know, some any other kind of business where you know, environmental pollution is one of the aspect. Are you making sure those regulatory risks are being addressed, right? So manufacturing practices, right? There is a GMP license, good manufacturing practice GMP license, which is available, you know, which you can also take to make sure that your company is looked at utilizing and making sure that you are catering to all those practices, right? The good manufacturing practices. And banking and forex laws ki understanding ho, in case if you are trading or in the domestic market or the international market, how much do you understand the trading or the banking or the forex laws? This is very important. Time to time you need to discuss on your how your actually policies or regulations aapki aa rahi hai. Internally you can discuss with your company secretary or CA, or you know, your for the labor laws and people policies, you can talk to a HR people, right? Even if you do not have a strong HR person in your company, reach out to the HR service providers outside and see how you can help your business with making sure that the regulations are being practiced, the policies are being looked at, and time to time you also create that system in your organization. Right. Now, protection laws for the IP is something which we also see, right? Yeah. Next, we also let us look at the second scenario where execution risks happen, right? So the first scenario, how many people have experienced this? Just type me in the chat box, and you know, I hope you have done something about it. You could also write about it on how you have addressed that issue. So for the benefit of all the other participants, you could write down your business, what you do, and the issue which you had and how you addressed it. Yeah, so this is the first risk scenario. The second risk scenario is one we are actually going to talk about, the execution risks, asset planning and management. Now, I was telling you the in the other slide that when you talk about assets, not only your people assets, your company like computers ho gaya, ya fir, you know, any other assets in your manufacturing, आपके factory में machines हो गई, all these are considered as assets. But your people also stand as assets most of the time, right? So how do you make sure that your asset planning and engagement is done? So asset evaluation and management from a machinery or working capital or the product point of view, your machine, you know, you can always have your CA look at it, help you with that. And however, you have to constantly evaluate on the assets from a people point of view, processes point of view, technology point of view, right? Then strategic placement and management of these assets is also equally important. Management capabilities kaise hai apne company mein? What are we really looking at the processes? What we have standard operating procedures apne company mein follow ho rahi hai ki nahi? Aapke business workflows theek se define hue hai ki nahi? What we do is for some of the companies we define, we create business flow charts for the businessman to educate their employees employees, right? So that's the best way to see how your business flows are being carried out, how to educate your standard operating procedures which have to be followed in each of the department or your portfolios. So these are the different ways where you can make sure that your knowledge is also spread across the organization. You are following the process and procedures, irrespective of inventory management हो गया, या फिर कस्टमर का ट्रांसपोर्टेशन का हो गया, कस्टमर का डिलीवरी हो गया, कस्टमर का जो डिलीवरी प्रोडक्ट्स का जो पैकेजिंग होता है वो पैकेजिंग हो गया, एनीथिंग विद रिस्पेक्ट टू योर प्रोसेसेस, योर प्रोसीजर्स, योर स्टैंडर्ड ऑपरेटिंग प्रैक्टिसेस, योर नॉलेज जो है, everything you have to time you educate your teams in terms of bringing those practices in place, building that capability in place, and making sure that you are able to give that confidence to your employees also to manage well, right? So that's about the asset planning and management. And an asset life cycle, when you say from a business case to create and acquire any product or service or procedures, or defining the processes, operating and maintaining that activities, and how do we make sure that we are able to, in case there is an issue or something with respect to your processes or assets, how do you make sure that you have a disposition mechanism in place, and how do you replace them, or how do you correct those practices? This is something which is also important. How many do you agree that asset planning and engagement is one of the risks which we do not take it as an important thing in our day-to-day transactions in businesses? This is the third scenario which we are talking about, and the external risks, right? Most of our businesses also depend on vendors. Now, vendor dependency, whenever it comes, we almost most of the time we see that we are not able to manage the expectations of the vendors, or अपना खुद का काम ठीक से नहीं हो पा रहा है, right? Because of the vendor dependency, so things do not go as expected, right? So how do we make sure that the dependency of the vendors is also, which brings certain risks, is also we make sure that we are reducing that risk and mitigate those risks in a better way, right? So vendor management jab baat hoti hai, to scope of work is very important for any vendor. We need to make sure that we understand the scope of work for these businesses, and contract agreement jo diya jaye ya fir understanding jo pass karte hain customers ko, are we able to give that understanding to these vendors also, right? So and setting the expectation to the vendors in terms of managing, right? आपका transportation कोई और handle कर रहा होगा, right? और आपका delivery or packaging someone is probably handling, or maybe you are a retailer who is actually dependent on certain manufacturer to do the printing and packaging for you, right? So dependency of vendors is definitely inevitable, and something which you have to constantly see that you set the expectations to these vendors time to time, review those actions, and review of the delivery parameters, whether a vendor is able to perform to your expectations. Documentation jo hoti hai, even vendors, not only customers ke saath jo documentations hoti hai, invoices ho gayi, ya fir any other form of documentation, service documentation ho gaya, ya fir service slips ho gayi, ya fir customer feedback forms ho gayi, jo bhi aap documentations customers ke saath lete ho, similarly you all have to make sure that vendors के साथ जो documentations होती हैं वो भी you have to have a clear cut understanding and the documentation available and track record for your vendor management, right? So this is the third scenario which I wanted to present. So far so good. I hope all it makes sense. Type agree in the chat box, or if you're all able to understand yes, or if you're able to see whether this has something which has happened with you, you could actually list out a scenario where it has happened, just type happened, and then you could actually mitigate it, right? So this is a fourth scenario where we can actually talk about where controlling the overhead costs. Overhead costs are unforeseen, definitely kabhi suddenly aa jate overhead costs, or sometimes you don't know that something you have planned, but then still you see that overhead costs developed, and they definitely at times it can go out of the country and control, and company is clueless, right? So how do you make sure that your overheads are planned out, आपने बनाई है, you know what kind of overheads you can have in terms of the transportation और inventory हो गया, employees के engagement हो गई, customers के साथ जो management होती है उसके against overheads हो सकती है, what kind of internal and expenses you can have against which you will probably have overheads. For example, आपकी accommodation expenses हो गई, या फिर आपकी employees की travel expenses हो गई, there could be certain overheads which cannot be done away with, right? So how do you make sure that your internal and external expenses are called out? आपने सही तरीके से देखा है कि cash flows कैसे help कर रहे हैं, what kind of policies you can actually set for the company to say, see that मेरा ये reimbursement cost होगा for this kind of travel, इतना तक मैं company दे सकती है, this kind of policies which you can think through, and how do you position yourself in terms of executing your projects or services, right? Products या हो गया, services हो गए, कैसे आप execute कर रहे हो? In case if you sometimes employee becomes a burden to your company, right? If हर employee, I know we want to hire all the people to make sure that execution happens seamlessly in the organization, but it is not possible all the time to have everyone on the payroll. So how much can you outsource? What kind of those activities which can be outsourced? Have you had a clarity of those overhead costs which can come in as part of the outsourcing engagement, या फिर जो minimize कर सकते हैं from a payroll point of view, those overhead costs जो minimize हो सकती है? Can we think on such overheads also is something which you can look at, one of the ways to mitigate your business risks in terms of overhead costs. Review your vendor contracts, right? Time to time. Abhi vendor ko, anyway, if you're paying something to the vendors, you can always look at how much are you paying. Time to time evaluate कर रही हूँ उनके service को, उनके products को, या फिर कैसे engagement हो रही है, कैसे cost जा रही है vendors को and all that. If you review your vendor contracts also, it will ensure that you are able to bring down your overhead costs. And time to time, this will also help you to adjust your offerings in terms of how you are bringing your products and services to the market. Is there anything which you can reduce your overheads? Overall profit margins आपका improve हो सकता है. Right. So this, so far so good. I mean, I hope you're all able to understand and follow me. Just type yes in the chat box. So this is the one of the scenarios which I wanted to show from the overheads.